Hello guys and welcome to Programming Knowledge. In the previous video we learned about how to create a simple game that is tic-tac-toe in Python Tkinter module. In this video we'll be seeing about how we can create a simple calculator within Tkinter. So the procedure of building the application will be similar to that of tic-tac-toe. I'll just show you the code and the certain portions of the code, and so let's begin with the initial and so first of all we have to import Tkinter, provide geometry, place it into a variable, and provide a title based on your preference. You can also use different approaches to it, and provide a background to it. So I'll just run this much of code and show you is there any error or not. So there is no error until now. Now moving on forward, we'll be using text in, that is a string variable for the entry. Whatever we are going to feed within the entry, that is for example a number 2 plus 2 or 4 plus 4 divided by 2 or something like that, we'll be using that. So text in is basically just a text input which we are providing into the entry field, and a empty variable, that is operator variable. Now we'll be creating our first function, that is the button click function. So I'll just tell you what actually is happening within this function. So click button with a parameter number. So whenever you click a singular button, for example 1 plus 2, it is not a single button, right? 1 2 and the plus button is different. So for this basically we are using lambda for each individual button. When we will create the widget button, I'll just show you in a minute. And then if you want to show that in a format, for example into the entry field 1 plus 2, so you need to show that input into that entry field. For that we are using that function by taking the input from the user when the user clicks a button. So it is just concatenating to inputs given from the user, that's it, and placing and setting that um, into the operator. So the operator here will hold that value. So this is the click button function with a parameter number in general for whatever button is been clicked into that calculator. Now moving on to the next. So for each evaluating operators, for example button addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc., we'll be using individual functions. So equal button here is basically used for evaluating whether, determining, and also determining what is that function it is. So for example, if the operator is performing, or the user is performing some addition operation is being performed such as addition, so the evaluation of evaluator, that is an inbuilt operator, uses inbuilt procedure for determining that it is an addition operation. So here operator will hold that addition operation, so that is plus. I'll just show you plus. So you'll be not seeing over here what is actually going on, but it is being performed. So for such individual operations, there is an individual function for it. For example, here this function is for addition, right? So the eval operator is inbuilt within Python, and will determine what operation is being performed over there. That's it. Now Similarly, we'll be creating it for subtraction, division and multiplication. Okay, div and sub. Just let me check. Okay, so it is fine. Now for multiplication and division, now for division or multiplication, oh sorry, division, div. Okay, okay, so it is almost done. And for this function is basically for clearing the entry field and setting it everything to 0. So here just it will CE button for clearing the entry field. I'll show you in a minute. Now the next is we'll be creating entry field and a bunch of buttons, nothing much. Just copy this down. The procedure for each and every button is similar. You just have to change the X and Y coordinates for placing the button based on your preference. Division, clear and main loop. Okay, so I'll just explain you what is actually going on. So this is the entry field where every input is being taken, and this is the text var for taking the input from the user. Now each button here is carrying an individual function. So for the function which we have created above, that is the click button with a parameter number, we are using that function for each and every button which we have created here. For example, we are using just the lambda similarly to that tic-tac-toe game. So for each and every individual button that we are using click button with now. So for example, if the user clicks one, entry field gets 1 as an input and place that button over there. So the procedure is same for each individual button. You have 5, 6 and etc. And for similarly for the operators as well, addition, multiplication, subtraction. And this button is for SC. This function, that is a command clear, that will clear the entry field, basically nothing much. And this equal button will produce the output. So save and just run, and make sure we have no errors. Yes, we have no errors. So this is the interface, this is the entry field, this is the label which we have created at the initial. I'll just show you. So this is the label calculator, and we are packing it at the top, so that is why it is at the top. This is the entry field which we have created just above the first button, and these are the each individual numbers with the operators and the clear function. That's it. And the clear, placing the buttons based on your preference is up to you. You can place it anywhere. And yeah, I'll just show you some calculations. 1 plus 4. So this, I just wanted to tell you that 1 plus 4 is basically been carried out within this function. So we'll just basically concat 1 and 1 plus 4 into the entry field and just show you that this is been written, and with the help of equal button you will get an output. So okay, we have some error over here. So what is the error? Div. Okay, so div so let's try again. 1 plus 4. Okay, so you have 5 over there in the entry field, and let's try clear this out. So it is empty now. 5 minus 8. Let's see some negative outputs. Yes, we have that too. 3 into 3, 9. Okay, it works. 5 divided by 5, divide by 5. So we have an output. Clear. So basically it works. So this is the calculator which we have created. The approach is almost similar. The widgets are almost the same. Just don't everywhere when you create a widget, the position of the button has been changed. That's it. And rest is all the same. So this is it for this video, guys, and thanks for watching.